In a bid to provide solution to the challenging issues facing Nigeria as a nation, the APC press call during the second quarterly public lecture series, which took place in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, on the 4th of August 2021, whose topic, Sustaining United and Indivisible Nigeria, a Myth or a Reality, involves series of guest speakers and discussants who opened a pathway for presenting series of solutions to help foster the Nigeria political, economical and developmental space. According to the guest speaker, Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, Governor of Kano State, there is hope for sustaining an indivisible Nigeria going by past events and experience handled by our heroes. He stated that separation of republic will only create weaker republics, and those agitating for separation should have a rethink, as this is not the way forward.
Let me repeat here that Nigeria is a united and indivisible country. Our constitution has taken care of that. I don't see secession as the way out of the current challenges afflicting our country. Instead, advocates of secession should have a change of heart, and I recommend dialogue as a crucial option for addressing such problems. Besides, there's a National Assembly where some of the grievances can be addressed, because dialogue is a far better alternative that costs less than consequences of the weight that has been erected to frustrate more flow of conversations between the government and the citizens to arrive at a national consensus. And the sooner we face issues such as the huge infrastructural deficit, our shrinking oil revenue, looming food insecurity as a consequence of insecurity in our agricultural zones, the better. Seriously, we need to focus on diversification of the economy, out of school children shame, rebuilding of our tertiary institutions to boost knowledge development for 21st century challenges, and other sustainable goals for this great country, instead of applying energies on self-determination agitation that will only diminish us as a people. In the main, those who manage public information for our great party should note all these points as we interact and reposition our party for future challenges, because information is power to the people, who should be well informed to be able to make remarkable decisions and choices. Yet, information is power to the people. The Biafran agitators and a small section of the Yoruba nation agitating for Oduduwa Republic should therefore always have this at the back of their minds in their political calculations and transformations. It is on record that the great Dr. Mande Azokwe, the first president of Nigeria, is an Igbo man and also a perfect negotiator and foremost champion of Nigeria's unity. The same for the great Chief Awolowo. He never agitated for secession. He was loud and clear on restructuring of this federation, and that demand is even louder, and the debate is on, and no one is troubling agitators for agitating for restructuring of the federation. What is more, the governing party, the APC, has a working document already on this very important issue. This is the way we should all go along. There should be no secession, destruction at this material time. Therefore, at this point in the country's history, all right-thinking citizens, irrespective of their tribal and religious inclinations, should bond together to sustain the corporate existence of the most populous and naturally endowed nation in Africa, that is Nigeria. We must shun temptations and anger capable of leading us into more turbulent time that cannot be controlled.
During the panelist discussion, Senator Rochas Okorocha, alongside other panelists, highlighted profiling points that will help to sustain Nigeria in reality. Top among many is building a non-toxic political space for future leaders for a better nation.
Restructuring is an expression of the fact that we are not, those who are restructuring, we are not part of the cake shine in the national matters. So anywhere you see restructuring come up so strong, watch out that there's a neglect or feeling of marginalization from president. But I just said this, what Nigeria is looking for is leadership. Once this is right, and everybody can believe in that one single leadership, surrounded by by a myth, then it will no longer be important whether you're Muslim, Christian, Igbo, Hausa, or what have you. Our dear princess of Obasanjo came into power. There were sentiments. One, we needed somebody who could stop the military coup at that time. Two, the injustice done to our brother gave rise to what we have as President Obasanjo. President Yar'Adua came in because power must be from the south to the north. And secondly, it was this great sentiments of that time. One, for who he represents, the kind of president Obasanjo wanted. And secondly, giving the role played by President Yar'Adua, the senior brother Yar'Adua, in the politics of Nigeria. Then he became a president. While he was the president, Niger Delta and source control became hard. Pipelines were being bombed. And so to pacify also the South South, we had the President Jonathan became the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. At that time, for the first time, Nigeria wanted to shift. They say South must take. Then this time again, they say it must go back to North. And North, what was we were looking for somebody who could stop the corruption that was perceived to be as highest threat.
Truth to power and to each other. But I remain persuaded now that the conversation is being honest and straightforward. Because from His Excellency, the Governor of Kano State, it was very frank, and distinguished Senator Rochas Okorocha has laid the marker. But beyond what they have said, I want to ask a question before I make my intervention proper. If our elite so much as believe in this country, why do most of them and their children have a second citizenship? That's the starting point. If you believe, how many Americans will have a second citizenship? How many Britons will have a second citizenship? Because if you believe in Nigeria, you will work to make Nigeria work. How does the media generate its content? Can you divorce the media of any country from the socio-political environment in which it operates? Who are the main drivers of fake speech or hate messages? They are basically the political elite. And we shouldn't forget that those that primarily fought for the independence of this country were basically journalists and writers. If they did not believe in the greatness, in the unity of this country, they would not have brought to bear the industry of their intellect the passion of their endeavor. But each and every one of them fought for this country. When the military took over, politicians ran away from this country. Journalists and media workers stayed behind because we had nowhere to run to.
All of us are involved in making our country attractive so that people will aspire to say, I belong to Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian citizen. I'm not too sure that the issue of citizenship, whether it's dual or triplicate or any number of countries that you can try to belong to, does not really tell how much you love or hate your country. I think our country, Nigeria, is our individual responsibility to make it attractive enough for people to aspire to call themselves Nigerians. We take a lesson, and that is why history is so nice. It teaches us from the past lessons that can help and shape the future. What you may call a civic lesson is what is going on down in Japan. I saw some medalists bearing Nigerian names, but with medals for another country, other countries. We can't blame them. We don't know the circumstances that forced their parents out. I saw quite a number of them, 3 of them, clearly Nigerian names or names. So, it's our responsibility as Nigerians to make our country very attractive to ourselves and to our offspring. I have a simple definition for restructuring, and that is making something more efficient than you made it. If we must tell ourselves the truth, the structure of our government is neither efficient nor effective. We should make our government more efficient and more effective.
Zainab Ahmed, Voicetv, Nigeria.